Alright guys, I'm going to teach you how to checkmate with a bishop and knight. This is the starting position that you want to remember, that you want to achieve in order to checkmate the king. And I'm going to show you how to get it first. But we're going to start here and then we'll do it a few more times from the beginning. So notice that the bishop is taking all the light squares away. The king is taking these two squares. And the knight is getting the dark squares. Yeah. So when it's on the light square, it takes away the dark squares, and so then the bishop can take away the light squares. All right. Now we want to bring him over to the side, to the edge of the corner, the same color as the bishop. I'm gonna make a waiting move here because we want to take away this square. All right. Now, um, the procedure, they call it a W because the knight kind of jumps around. Here, not there. And I kind of want to show you why it works. So when we come down here, we're blocking these, and then the king is blocking here, right? So he's stuck in the edge. And now, if the king were over here, we could just jump the knight. I mean, sorry, over here we could just bring the knight here. But because obviously there he could take, we're gonna just bring the king over, take away the square. Looks like he's running away. Don't worry about it. Here, we're taking away these two squares. And so now we want to block off this diagonal. And that's okay. Here, we're going to block off again, the light squares. He's got to go up, making the box smaller. And now he's all the way back up. And look, we're back to our starting position. So again, waiting move because we're trying to come here to take away this square. Take it away. Same procedure, bring the knight down. And now he's over here, so we can just jump it. We don't have to move the king first. Move the king. Come here. And then, so notice, king is guarding these two squares. Knight is guarding this square. So this is the only escape square right here. So we're going to whack him. So we want to land here to check him, so go back. And then when we land here, we want it to be a check. So waiting move. Check. Check. Okay. And so that's all well and good, right? But how do you get into that position in the first place? So let's centralize our pieces first. All right, so he's kind of wanting to go to this corner because he knows he can only be checkmated in this corner. So that's all right. We're gonna just follow him where he wants to go. And then our goal is to get our king here. So I'm gonna make a little waiting move, see if yeah, he gave me the space. All right, now the bishop is blocking this diagonal. And we need the knight to check him here to take away this square. So we gotta maneuver our knight to this square. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and notice we have our starting position, except we're kind of on the side. Taking away this square. Knight jump. And now the knight wants to come over here, but he could take. So we're going to bring the king in first. Here. And then he could run away here, so we're going to take away that diagonal here. 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 Alright, we're back to the beginning. And then we want to, again, take away that square that he saw. So we wait. Take it away. Make our little knight maneuver. Bring the knight over here. Protect our knight. And we're getting ready to checkmate him. Alright, so when he's here, we wanna we already took away this square. He only has two squares right there. We're gonna cock our knight back. Let's see, we wanna check here. So we bring him here. And then when we come here, we want it to be a check. So I'm gonna make a waiting move with my bishop. Check. Mate. All right, our knight is being attacked, so we gotta move it. We're centralizing our pieces. He's gonna want to go to this corner because we can checkmate him over here. Okay, this is the key square that we want to get our king into. He's gonna hang out in that corner. We are already taking away this square. We need to check him here with our knight. So honestly, the hardest part for me is always to figure out how to get my knight over there. Let's just get him closer and then we'll see. Here, so to get him here, that would be 2 moves. 1, 2, there we go. 1, check. Alright, and we have our starting position. So again, I'm gonna go through it slow since it's our last time here. We want to push him that way. We need to take away this square. The king is holding this square, the knight is holding this square. And then when we do our little maneuver here, the knight is holding this square, the king is holding this square. And then we want to bring our knight there, but we can't. So we're just, because he takes, obviously. So we bring our king. It looks like he's going to escape, but we just bring our knight. Do not fear. Okay, the knight is taking these 2 squares. So his only escape would be this diagonal here. So we're going to block it. And then again, the knight is taking these 2 squares. So we're just going to make a little waiting move. He's got to go back. And then little waiting move. We're taking away this whole diagonal here. And we're back to our mating position. Alright, waiting move. Take away this square right here. Our little knight maneuver. Bring him here. You don't even have to think here. Bring the king over. And then, final position here. You just bring the king all the way. Check him. Alright, he's only got 2 squares. We cock the knight back. We want it to be check when we land here. So we do a waiting move. Check. And mate.